Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Saturday, November 16th, 2024. It is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're here for live 2-hour sew and chat. I had to make a errand in between my other live today. And I don't know, it just seems like all of my minutes just went away. I was working on a computer, still trying to work on information I'm trying to put into the newsletter. I don't know. I don't know where my minutes went. Let me put this, I got a TV tray here I'm gonna set up. I got these little mini hoops that I don't know what to do with. Sitting here, see if they'll fit. Nope, they won't fit in that drawer. That's why they're still out. I hardly ever use these hoops. They come in handy. I've never used these. Even for monogramming, I just go ahead and use this. But I don't know what to do with this so that when I do need it again, I'll have it. Right now, I'm just gonna tuck it on the side of my table so I can put this TV tray up. And I'm using a TV tray because I need something that I can, you know, if I need to hoop on it, I can. Or change something out because I don't have a lot of space on my desk because I'm using the large hoop today. And yeah. And then I want to lean this up against the table. All right. Got this light on. Whew. All right. Let me get you all up so I can read the comments. Fingerprint doesn't match. That's because I didn't use the right one. It says, your fingerprints do not match. No way, Jose. Teaquilts live. Okay. I didn't change any settings on there, so we should be okay. Woo! That's a lot. I've been still... Oh, I did go work on name badges, like putting the names in on the software. I didn't have enough time to... I got 2 badges set up on one sheet, and I'm not even sure if that's going to work because I don't know where my wide tearaway is when I use my 8x12 hoop. I have some stabilizer that's 10 for my 8x12, but guess what? 10 inches wide on an 8-inch hoop is not wide enough. So it's like, I don't know, 2 inches too short because I feel like I need another 2 inches. So I got them hooped. I got one hooped, and then I was able to combine 2 badges, so I'm going to try that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight. These are the badges that we're going to be making. But I have to sew the black and pink fabric together first. So let's see who's in the chat, shall we? Start with something else. I'm barely sliding in here myself. Hi, Darcy. Thank you so much. She says, hi, T and Quilters. Give T her thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new here, hit the bell to get notifications. T is here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And she has a Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC. If you're requesting to join that group, make sure that you answer the 4 questions. And you will most likely gain admission, depending on how you answer those questions. And yeah, I will see you over on Facebook. We share a lot of our own personal projects over there since you can't share your stuff with me. Melody Kiefer's here, Maddie Barnum, Zandra Oldham, Melody Kiefer, Seajoy Creations, Patricia Priest, Betsy Layton, Vivian Cabby, Donna Taylor, welcome to the chat. She's from Oklahoma City, so welcome, welcome, Donna. Kim R is here. Francis Jackson. Remo JS is also reminding you all to hit the thumbs up button. Quilt Gals here. Lana Dean and Yolanda Riza. Jeff Galonia. Reminding folks to hit the thumbs up bell as well. Suzette Perkins Denton. Welcome to the chat. Haven't seen your name in the chat, or, you know, it's been a while. No, Suzette Peterkin Denton. I'm sorry. Welcome to the channel as well. Sharon Lewis is here. So GSD, thank you so much. Says there's 221 days until the most spectacular, friendliest retreat you will ever attend. So that's cool. That's what I'm basically been working on. Like almost all of my desk work is dealing with something with retreats. I was dealing with t-shirts today. I had done the inventory of the t-shirts, but never sat down and looked at the numbers. I only have like 4 2024 t-shirts, so that's not gonna work. When I ordered the t-shirts in 2022, I had so many t-shirts left over that when I ordered in 2024, I ordered like maybe 8 extra t-shirts over what people attended. And that was a mistake because I should always have extra shirts, because the shirts have no expiration on them. And like in 2025, we're actually wearing all 3 shirts. So yeah, I should not have done that. T-shirt prices have gone up. So that's part of that was why I had purchased 2025 shirts early in 2024. Because they let me know that they were going to go up. They ran a special, and then I got shirts early that I've been just holding on to for a year. But shirts prices are going to be going up. But I've been working on a whole lot of factors, including retreats, and I had an errand, so I was gone about 2 hours in between this chat. This chat and the one that I did earlier today. So yeah, my minutes are numbered. Michelle the Quilter is here. So that's why a lot of people are saying that they're back if you weren't here earlier today. When Sprinter, Dee Branson, Sheila Willis says it's chilly today. Sue Allen is here. Ken's World of Crafting is here. Welcome, welcome. And Cedra Creations. She's continuing the Christmas banner for church, so that's cool. I've never made a church banner, but I've seen a few ladies in my guild do them, and they do a wonderful job. Glory Jean's here. Melinda C. Dorothy Battle. June Hanson's here. Welcome. Samantha Taylor, welcome to the chat as well. We got a lot of newbies in here today. We'll talk a little bit about that. Claudette Hall's here. Remo JS. Remo, I know that you all got lists of t-shirts, so I'm compiling those lists now. So I'm going to be quilting for like the next maybe 3 weeks. I don't know what I'm doing pre-holiday, but whenever I decide to do my next run of stuff, it's going to be t-shirts. So make sure that you get your list in, because I'm compiling everything on one list so that I know what everybody needs and how many of such and such to make. Some shirts are going to have to be ordered. Some shirts I make. My fan was on low, and that's just not going to work. We just can't have that. Hi, Claudette Battis is here. The t-shirt you got should be the 2026 t-shirt. This is a shirt that I need to add to the website. I have not done it. But it will probably all be in one color, like on here. And I don't know if they screen print in glitter. I doubt it. But this is I make a lot of my prototypes. Some of my shirts are made with vinyl. And some of my shirts I prototype in vinyl and then I go get them made. But I don't know, most of the printers, they have one color shirt prices and things like that. So I may have to go into some sublimation or something like that to see if I can get 2-color shirts. But right now, yeah, that's one of the reasons why this shirt isn't on my website, because I'm trying to figure out how to get it. I'll need to figure out how to get it sublimated and how much would that cost, because it's more than one color. Because I don't really want to do a whole lot of making of vinyl t-shirts. It's a lot of work. And I haven't even thought about 2026 shirts yet. This is like a burgundy color. I think in 2025 it's red with pink. So it's very similar. So I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying I don't know about doing a burgundy shirt after the red. But we'll see what I come up with. I think Cheryl Knuckles is here. I haven't even thought about 2026 retreat yet. Betty Ward is here. And Sean of Go Savvy Designs is here. So welcome everybody to the chat. Whew. I do have stuff here, but how about if I sew a couple of these things together so that I can make at least 2 badges, or try to, because like I said, I got 2 badges in a hoop where the interfacing is I want to see which is the prettier side of this black. You know, sometimes it don't make a difference and sometimes it do. So this whole thing might just fall out the hoop is basically what I'm saying. So we're doing an experiment, and I only did 2 names where I combined them because, you know, I may be going to my smaller frame where I can only do 1 at a time. So that's another reason I wanted the table in here if I have to do some hooping. When I'm using the large hoops, this area is just not big enough. All right. So we're going to sew 2 little rail fence blocks because that's what I put my badge on, is like that. So I guess I should be trying to put it up here. It's not going to show the whole time, but when somebody say, what is she working on? I can say this. Right there. And then I won't lose it in the stack. All right. I'm going to take that off. And yeah, because we need at least 2 of these. And I don't know. It's under the black. I was going to say, I don't know which way I press the threads, but I can feel the one I have on is pressed under the black fabric. And put this on here. Hi, T. Roberts, welcome. Cynthia Shades here from Chicago saying her rent is paid. Thank you, ma'am. And I'm about to resend the newsletter. I'm adding in information about the Zoom class. And then the t-shirt information. It was like 3 things. It's on my computer. You know, I didn't write it down. I just went and started typing. So Zoom class, t-shirts. Mm. Oh, I was just talking about the 2025 projects around robin. That's what it is. 2025 projects and round robin. All right, I just need to get these two off. Put you back. Take this. We're pressing everything towards the black. I wasn't going to use my heated iron, but I guess I should, just in case. All right. Hi, Benita Nance. Welcome to the chat, lady. Lenora Brown, welcome, welcome as well to the chat. And Sean is reminding you all to hit the thumbs up button. Okay. It's not ready yet. Let's see if I can pull up my designs while it gets ready. Because my machine is over here sleeping big time. I need to go to name badge folder. I just put that lotion on my hands. I guess it's not working. Okay. Don't want to lose my stylus. Okay. So we're going to be using this thread, but just for general sewing, do we even care? Like, just buy more thread, girl. We're not using white. We're going to use pink. Or do we want to use, we can use black too, because it's got to do the outside before it does the name. So we'll put this one back on here. We're going to sew with the black and pink thread. And we're going to have to move some stuff to the back here so that I can get the black thread. It's sitting on top of another spool. If we run out of black thread, I'm going to have to dive across the desk, okay? To get thread. There is no black thread over here. And this spool don't have a lot on it. I'm sure that'll be entertaining for you guys. All right. This black is also the satin stitch, so. All right, pull that out. And I didn't combine my stops, but that'll be okay. So all I'm doing right now is just stitching a placement line. So that I can stick these down. I didn't even get a chance to stop the thread stops because I can't tell on the machine when I combine two designs. I can't tell if it took the thread stops out. And then I was rushing too, so apparently it did not. But that's okay. It gives me a chance to fix anything in between designs if I need to. All right. I'm going to just take this out because it's easier to work with. And it's easier for me to show you guys what it just did. So it just stitched 2 outline stitches. Over here on something flat, I'm going to put my piece down, and I pre-cut them out so that I didn't have to cut in the hoop. You can do that just by printing a template of your applique designs in anything that you're machine embroidering. But I do it so that I don't have to worry about that. Got a string hanging here. Get rid of that. And I don't even see any spray in here. I got some somewhere, but I got some tape right here too. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put these on top. So I'm gonna press this, put a little crease for center, so I know it's centered. And then we're just gonna tape it down. And hope that my bottom piece that I don't have stuck down at all. Let me see. I got some double stick tape in my bag making supplies. We can probably use that. Here we go. Compromise. Hi, Anita Scott. Welcome to the chat. We're not going to need that much. Just want something to stick to the... I'm using tearaway stabilizer. Yeah. So that worked just perfect. Just a little bit of tape. This is like 1/8 inch tape. I'm putting about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on it. So it just holds that in place. And then I'm going to tape my fabric on top. Yeah. That'll work. Thank you, T. Robert. Say her rent is paid. Now I got to get the thread. I mean the tape. Goodness gracious. We're going to tape it down where it's sort of kind of, I'm hoping it's going to be centered. Let me fold the other way too, because it's got to be centered. It's no kinda. I forgot I moved it out of the center of the hoop, and now I got to find center. So maybe I do need to just do one at a time. But hey, we'll experiment a little bit. See how this goes. Okay, and then I've got this one here. Fold it the other way too. I can draw my lines on here next time so I know where center is. Right now I'm just eyeballing for my fabric. And I don't have to worry about the bottom. So I just got fabric taped on here for right now. press her foot down, but I might want to pull this thread a little bit. So now I'm just going to stitch around the outside of this. It might go around twice, I can't remember. I think it's going to go around twice. Yep. Want to pull my top fabric back. All right. And now I got to get my tape up because it's going to jump and just go to the next one. And then we'll trim the top part. Ken says, what does rent paid mean? It means that they've hit the thumbs up button. What else do I need? New people in the chat. Anytime you have any questions, unless I'm doing some sort of presentation like on topic where I'm not starting and stopping and reading chats, then you can ask any questions that you like that you may have about quilting. We just try to help people out. Just never know why somebody is in a chat, what they're stuck on, don't understand something. Yeah, we can do that. Answer any questions you may have. I'm not going to trim my fabric yet because I'm going to let it do the machine embroidering, but my top fabric is overlapping the bottom where it's going to be stitching, so I'm going to just cut some of this out so that it's not overlapping. Just a little piece because I don't want it to quilt that part in. So basically it just stitched that down, and I'm gonna now, it's gonna start stitching the black text on here. I always like to pull that thread. It just does better. It behaves better. All right. Hi, Linda Williams. Welcome to the chat. Did you get email from teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com? If you don't see it, Linda, check your spam folders because I've responded from both of my email addresses. One may not work. That's why I responded from both of them. Sibarita James is here. Thanks, Ken. Ken says, rent's paid. That is too funny. C. Joy saying, love the color. So, thank you, thank you. Mail badges are blue instead of pink. Unless you can request it if I remember, you know. You want pink, you can get pink. But I just try to keep it, you know, what society says is gender neutral. Yeah, that. Remo is saying, welcome to the newbies and the oldies. I'm not going to read all Remo stuff because she scares me sometimes, okay? So, I do have mail that came in. I want to start with this box. Alright, this is from Teresa. And we were just talking about this last week where I was looking for Bernina knee lift for my Bernina Record 830. And I'm hoping that this will work. So she said that she has a knee lift. Some reason why she can't use it or wasn't using it. And so she said she'd send it to me, and she did. Okay, cool. So look at that. I'm hoping it works. They look just like what's in the book, like it hasn't changed over the years. So I'm praying that that works. So now I got to get my Bernina record out. It's not downstairs, it's in the back of my craft room because it never made it downstairs. So that's one machine that I haven't taken downstairs. So I am so happy. So thank you, Teresa. I'm going to send you some stuff for sending me this, because you didn't have to. I was about to order one off of eBay. I can't even get it back in the box right now. I was gonna order one on eBay, and she said, don't order it, I got one, you can have it. I'm not ever gonna use it. So I'm like, okay. So that's awesome. I think my needle thread is either very small or it came out. All right, that's another reason to have it stop, so that I can make sure the needle is threaded. This one's from Francis Jackson. I'm wondering if it's a pillowcase. Hold on. Let's see. Yay! Thank you, Francis. My first pillowcase. Pretty. And this is what I was saying when I was saying coordinating fabrics. And there is another piece up here. I just got it folded down because you're not going to see it anyway. But thank you, thank you. Make them match if you can. I know we all like to use fabric that's in our stash. I'm not saying that you can't use what you have. I'm saying if you can, try to make them matchy match. And so she's got her little flange here. Let's see if she did French seams. I'm just looking now. Let's see. I don't want to get too many strings on it. And like I said, you don't have to do French seams. Yes, she did French seams. Francis back there like, yes, I did. Yeah, but they don't have to be French seams in order for you to turn them in. It's just that it makes it look a little, as somebody said earlier today, more professionally made. So thank you. Pillowcase number 1. So we're going to be doing a pillowcase countdown. Who wants to do that? Pillowcase countdown. And then this one is from Sheila Willis. I'm so confused. Maybe this is for retreat. Let's see. Ooh. All right. T, I know you don't need any more rotary cutters, but thought you could show to YouTube. I got the cutter at Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness. The large paper clip at Walmart. And she says, though might be good for holding quilt sandwich together. Sheila. Okay, so Sheila been doing some shopping and she's sharing some projects. Okay, let me move this over. So both of these rotary cutters, I would expect, I guess, since the Dollar Tree sells stuff for more than $1 now, I guess that's part of this. But I would have probably expected them to have this size, which is your 28mm blade. And then this one is your 45mm blade. It's called Zoid. My Dollar Tree don't have this stuff, okay? And the blade, the handle feels really good. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up the 45s since that's about the size that I would normally use. Okay. You have to figure out how to get this out of here, because you know they got it for anti-theft. Okay. Feels good. Let me feel this one too. What I do with them is that I just have a little container that I put extra rotary cutters and things like that in, take to retreat in case somebody run through a needle, forget theirs. So it's about the size. The 28 millimeter handle is about the size as far as width of the Creative Grid ones. So it feels good. It's just not as thick, but that's okay, because I've been using rotary cutter blades that are different types. And then this one, it feels comfortable. It just feels fatter than the other ones. Pull down to release. You got to wipe your oil off when you first start. Let me look at this one. It's just nice to know they got oil. So you have to wipe the oil off your blade the first time, so it's not all over your fabric, but that's pretty cool. And it's got, on this big one, you can do one way, like if you're cutting for left-handed, or you can turn it and make it so that you like are only covering the blade for right-handed. This is right-handed, this is left-handed. So that's interesting too. I've never seen that. Interesting. Is Sheila in here? I don't know. Kim says, is there a secret to getting sharp corners on the pillowcases with French seams? Mine are never perfect. I think you're going to have to, what I do is I sew like a 1/4 inch seam, and then I do like 3/8 to a half. And then I don't have to worry about it as much, but then I also shave that tip off at the bottom as well. I try to shave that off. But they're never going to be perfect. And Cheryl says, neither does her Dollar Tree in Evansville. Yeah, I just don't see this type of stuff at my Dollar Tree that's by my house. Now, if I start driving and going out, yeah. But then that defeats the whole purpose of going to the Dollar Tree. Peggy O'Connor is here, says she's still sewing along with you. Her rent is paid. Thumbs up to everybody, she says. The rotary cutter costs $125 at the Dollar Tree. Both of them? Remo says she couldn't find them at hers. Both of these were $1.25? Boy, with the blade. The Dollar Tree about to give the fabric stores a run for their money. So that is too funny. So that's two. I guess Sheila isn't in here. So that came from Dollar Tree. And then these large paper clips. It's good for holding your quilt sandwich together. Or like sometimes I use the bigger clips here to hold stuff when the small clips are not long enough or tall enough to go around them. So I use the big ones. So I'm thinking like maybe these clips can do that too. This is 10. She says she got these at Walmart, but I don't know what it cost. There's 10 clips in a package. I've also been using like the new clothespins that are clips. I've been using those too. So this is pretty big. Let's see. It's about 4 inches long. And what else? Let's see if I can pull up the Walmart app and scan these. Walmart app. Walmart app. I don't use it that often because I barely go to Walmart, mostly for medications. And the scan thing may not even work now, you know, because I'm not in the store. So they were only 97 cents for the 10. Pen and gear, assorted color, giant paper clips, 10 count, 97 cents. So that's cool. So thank you, Sheila. When I seen it, I'm like, is it for retreat? It's going into the retreat project box. That's where this is going. So thank you, ma'am. And we got a pillowcase. And a knee lift. We're on a roll. And I got I keep my retreat little, like work box out so I can easily put stuff in it. All right, I've been talking, not stitching, but I already figured we was only gonna do like 2 badges. If we do any more than that, it's a bonus. Oh my goodness. Francis. Holly Duvall is here. Hey, Holly. She says, I need to pay attention at Dollar Tree. Right. Now, I haven't cut with it. I have nothing in here to cut yet. I was going to just cut this with scissors. I'm not going to cut with them because I don't even have a cutting board up here. I got a press mat. Francis going to Dollar Tree tomorrow. I'm so funny. Sheila say, I am here. All right. And then she says, you're welcome. Thank you so much. And Remo talking about they cost $1. It's at Walmart. I'm the secretary. Hey, Ray. Welcome to the chat. Thanks. I can't believe. No, Thanksgiving is just shy of 2 weeks away. A week and a half, we'll just say. A week and a half. I was getting ready to say, I can't believe Thanksgiving is next week. Thanksgiving is not next week. I keep thinking it is because there's 5 Saturdays in the month, and my scrap club normally meets the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and this time we're meeting the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So that's what's different. Okay, so Linda, thanks. I'm glad you got it. She said she got it. And I know it's a lot. And she said one of the key words, flight. So make sure that you all start looking for your flights whenever your carrier has some kind of a discount. See if you can get into your flights. If you're coming the day before, it doesn't matter where you stay. I will be sending you host hotel that some of the other people stay at. It shouldn't be any problems getting a room. It's expensive if you want to find a cheaper room. I think they stay at the Marriott. So if you want to get a cheaper room. But if some people want to maybe get a room, like I know some people, they double up into the rooms. You got 2 beds and stuff. They come in the day before. Retreat starts at 10. So you can come in anytime in the morning, starting, I'd say, like I'll get you a ride from the airport saying at 8, but retreat doesn't officially start till 10, so I probably won't be able to talk to you at that point. But you know, try to get your flight in as early as you can. If you're coming the day of retreat, you don't want an afternoon or evening flight, and you definitely don't want to get on a carrier that's known for bumping people. So not on retreat start day. You want to be there. What else? Trying to think what else with retreat and flights. You want to come into Lambert's STL. It's the airport initials, STL. It's Lambert St. Louis Airport, which is so weird because it's owned by the city of St. Louis, but it's actually located in St. Louis County. It had to do with previous property lines and stuff like that from eons ago. And the city is not letting go of the airport because they get that tax dollars off of that. So, but yeah. If you're coming in on train, you want to come into the Alton, Illinois, or downtown St. Louis, Missouri train station. I know it's a few people coming on the train. What else? I'm thinking. Oh, Zoom class. I moved it. I don't have the block. We're just using various size squares, and I will be sending you a link Monday or Tuesday because I'm going to be giving you the instructions. And I got the list of people who are on, who pay for that, but I don't have, it's right here. So I have 14 people in the Zoom, and it's gonna probably be a two-part Zoom. It is gonna be a two-part Zoom because I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna sew together for like a couple of hours, and then you can go and make as many blocks as you want to make, and then, or you can still be sewing blocks when we come back and do part two. But I'm trying to give some time in between for you to sew on your own, and then we come back and we can continue sewing, do like a show and tell, see what people came up with, things like that. So that's $5 that has to be paid only via 3 methods. Well, I guess 4 if you send in a check, but you're going to be probably late to the party the way the mail system is working right now. Zelle, Teaquilts at teaquilts.com. Just use that email, it will go through. CashApp or Venmo, it's just Teaquilts. So $ Teaquilts at CashApp, you can just type in Teaquilts, it comes up. And Venmo is the same thing, Teaquilts. And you should see my picture on both of those apps when you put that in. So you shouldn't be having any issues. Sue says she's going to the post office in the morning to check for checking. I did go ahead and add you because you told me you were going to do that, and I know you will. So I went ahead and add you. You should have gotten an email too. So the people that pay for the Zoom class, if you haven't seen an email, check your spam folder first. But I sent all of that out. Well, it was today, like 3 something in the morning, maybe. I don't know. It was before I went to bed for last night, okay? Which was very early this morning. So yeah, but we're going to be working with the first project is squares. It is not I broke the sad news. It's not going to be 4 patches because I just don't do 4 patches. So we're doing various sizes of squares, and I'm going to be sending that out. I'm going to send it to you in at least 2 sizes so that you can decide what size you want your finished blocks to be. The block I showed in my thing was, I think it was, I can't remember if it's 8 inches, I think. I don't think I did some oddball size because I just start whatever I got a lot of squares of, and that's how I start making my stuff. But you may have to cut just a few of your larger sizes, but remember it's more of your smaller size in there. So you want to use whatever the squares you have the most of, probably want to use that as your smallest size. If you get my drift. Benita says she got the email, so did Sue and Francis. So yeah, so awesome, because I sent it through the Teaquilts News email instead of my own personal. I actually sent that one instead of, I don't want to have Gail doing everything for Teaquilts. She's not a paid secretary and I don't have money to pay her. So I'm trying to do, I go in there probably once a week at most, unless I got something to post, and then I'll go over there. So retreat information is going to also start coming from Teaquilts News. I think I got everybody in there except for 2 people. And right now, I can't tell you who those 2 people are. Only 2 people haven't signed up. So that's where I'm going to start sending information. I'm going to resend the newsletter that went out. It's going to be underneath. And then I'm just putting the new information that I'm adding about the Zoom class, retreat t-shirts, because I'm going to put a list of the shirts that I have. Even the ones that I had some people ordering on my website, I'm going to put everything in the chart so you can verify your shirt sizes and also verify that I got the right shirts for you. And then I'm taking any changes to that because I need to know if I'm going to order the purple shirts with the teal lettering, which was the t-shirts that we used for 2024. I need to know if I'm going to order those and how many. That's the most critical. So I'm like, okay, we need to do a list so that, you know, everything takes time. So I'm going through all the orders and stuff like that. It's a few people, registration forms I have not entered yet. So I need to check that. Trying to make sure that I get everybody with their t-shirts orders or what they like. Remo's got the mail, got email. Ken got the email. All right, so he's ready. Yes. That is awesome. So yeah, I am just doing various things like that. We need to change the pink thread now for the name, because it's going to put it, I can't use black on black. I guess you could. You know, they do a lot of, in the t-shirt industry, they were having low contrast shirts where they were doing black, gray shirts with black and gray ink. I'm like, okay. Some of them look cool and some of them just look dark. Just depends on who the designer is, because some of them, they design better than others. All right, I'm hoping this thing is centered. We're going to find out in a minute. Uh-oh. I need to take this one apart a little bit. I got a pucker on this one. My bottom one, I got a pucker on it. I'm going to stitch it out and see what it looks like. See if I can fix it at the end. So this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to some of the sewing. So the Zoom class was just $5 for, you're going to have 2 classes, probably February 8th, and then probably like 2 weeks after that. Now I'm saying February, what in the world? December 8th, which is a Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. And probably 2 weeks after that. It might be the week before Christmas, and if I feel like it's inconvenient for some folks, we may end up changing it to the weekend between Christmas and New Year, maybe. So yeah. So a lot of people got I wanted you all to know that I got your payments and that you're on the list. So when I send out the next email, you already have Teaquilts. So if teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com, go ahead and add that as a contact. Then it'll be less likely for it to go into your spam folder as well. So yeah, with me having my own, like anything teaquilts.com for sure sometimes go into spam, because it's not like it's walmart.com. So they sometimes will put my mail into your spam folders. So yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. It's a lot of desk work and it's tedious and tiring. And I used to be a secretary. I kind of like everything about being a secretary except for filing. So that's why I was like, I gotta go to school. I cannot do this. I hate filing. So apparently I'm now hating desk work as well, okay? Since I've retired. I'm gonna see if, okay, let me take this one off for a minute. I got like it's not a slight pucker. Boy, this thing put a pucker in here. I may not be able to use this badge. I don't see where this fabric going. I thought it was a little bitty baby pucker. This thing got a fold. A crease and everything. And it's like, girl, you want me press left or right? had. Also we have coming up is $2025 projects are going to start January. The Fabulous, that's already been signed up for, and then the Dresden Village and the round robin. All of that information is going to be in the newsletter coming out. It's going to be up at the top part, and then the bottom part is going to be everything about something else that I got going on, and then everything about retreat. Well, just about everything for retreat. Everything for retreat has been sent out or will be sent out except for I'm trying to get this pleat out of here. Except for the project supply list. That'll be sent out separate so that it is not involved with anything else, and that's all you need to know. So when you start printing stuff, you know it's all right there together. I don't know how I got a pleat so big in here. It's not gonna work. Trying to get the extra fabric out. Let me take out a little bit more. Well, I got it taped down now. I'll get that part out later. See if it works first. The top one looks fine as far as it has no puckers, okay? Oh my goodness. I do have in my defense that I went to bed early the night before because I had some things to do on Friday. So I was up all day Friday doing stuff. And then I forgot that I was babysitting Jersey. Jersey comes in at 10. I'm about tired and ready to go to bed at 10. But okay, I got Jersey. And this little child is up, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed at 1 o'clock. And then I tell her, night-night, Jersey. And she'll then start laughing. She'll start singing. She wants to play with you. You know, it's like she'll do anything. This child from birth has not liked to go to sleep because she doesn't want to miss anything. She just likes being awake. So I was up with Jersey. So once Jersey went home about 2:45 a.m., I couldn't even do work from the time Jersey was there. So then I went, well, she went to sleep about, I'm going to say about 1:30 or 1:45. So then her mom came, got her, because I had something that I was going to do this morning. But I went ahead and started back work once Jersey left because she had got me behind, so I was trying to catch back up. So I was working till about 5:30 a.m. Supposed to get up at 7. When 7 o'clock alarm went off, I'm like, absolutely not. I did not do it. And then I woke up right like about 30-40 minutes before I had to go live at noon today. So I almost canceled it. But I'm like, girl, go in there and sew on that Wednesday deal because I will not sew on it by myself. So, T says she's celebrating that Saturday Xmas. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be Sunday. Let me look at the calendar. December 8th. And then it'll be like the 22nd or the 29th. That's why I didn't schedule the next one, because I figured we could talk about it in the meeting. And then I can see by that time if I figured out how to go live on Zoom and save the link that I can then forward in the email so that you can still see the thing on the live, if that's the case. See the thing not on the live, but get the link for the Zoom if I record it. Okay, I'm just looking at stuff that's on my schedule. We're also doing in December the Missouri Star Quilt Company Countdown to Christmas box, Stash or Pass is what we call it over here. So every morning about 12:01 a.m. I open up the prize and I decide if I'm going to stash it or pass it. So that's going to be a thing. What else? I'm doing Orfield's thread countdown to Christmas. I don't know what they call it. I will be opening a spool of thread. Also, probably will do them both together because I'm not doing 2 videos. So yeah. Sheila D is here. Let's see. Okay. Cheryl, I thought you were on the newsletter list at Teaquilts News already. I think I saw your name because I thought I added you. And then I see you, Tinanyi, and I see, what was the other one? Ingrid. I don't know what Ingrid's doing. Let's open this up, see what her message is. Y'all are too funny. Oh my goodness. I can't see the message. Let's go back. It's just giving me the payment details. I want to read what she's saying. Okay. For some reason, I don't see her message now. Like, she was saying something about now you have something. I don't know. But I'll take care of it. For some reason, it's just weird technology. All right, so I don't like the bottom one, so that's not even gonna work. Let's see. I was gonna try to take some stitches out. I just got to make sure that I don't what's the next thing? Okay, trying to see what's my next step. Nope, we won't be using this because there is no way I'm giving that out. No. So we can forget the bottom one. Let me show you. It's just puckering. Right down there at the bottom in the pink. It was up in the black, so I released the stitches in the black and then it moved down to the pink. And if I push it back up, then it's in the black. It's not as noticeable in the black, but I don't want to pucker at all, you know? It's not as bad as it was. I was trying to see if I could tape it out, tape the pucker out and save this, but I don't want to give somebody a name badge that's not well made or not acceptable. And every time I go to push it down, the pucker goes somewhere. I got it all flat out there, but there's going to be a pucker somewhere. All right. We're not having it. So we're not going to do the bottom one. And I don't even know why I'm trying to use this space up here, but I am. I'm going to cut this out because I'm about to put the back part on, and I don't want to have to cut them both at the same time. So since I already got it out, and we're only cutting the top one because I'm not doing that. It's not going to happen. I should be cutting on my table. That's why I brought it in here. See, you know, this is the problem. Cheryl, I'm reading your comment. And it's just an issue, not really a problem, but you know, when you have somebody helping you and then you all are sending the ads, and I'm not sure if she's forwarding the email to you all at that point. So that's one of the reasons that I'm just going to send the whole newsletter out with the old information and the new. It's supposed to only be going out once a month, and stuff for retreat, it would just be recurring every month. So you can't say I didn't get a news, I didn't know that. So from now to retreat, everything that's retreat based will be going out once a month. And then it might have a few other things in that are just general, you know. And then every time I have something to add, I'll just put it at the top of the newsletter. And then everything that's at the top of the one that I'm about to send out next month, that would be at the, you know, down into the bottom area of the newsletter. Yeah. This this is a big frame, this 8x12. So I just might go back to my 5x7 if it's not going to. Since I don't have stabilizer big enough anyway for tearaway. I have it in cutaway, but you don't want to use cutaway for this. You want to use a tearaway. You really want to use probably a water soluble one, but I don't want to spend that much money on that type of stabilizer because I probably need 2 layers to hold the stitches. So I might go back to my 5x7 hoop. Okay, and we are not going to even worry about the bottom one because it is not going anywhere. Oh, that's an idea. I can tape my 2 short stabilizer to the back of the frame. That's a good idea. See if that works. Okay. And I need to put a piece on the back. That's why I had the scissors out. Piece of white fabric. Make sure I cut any straight threads. All right, and then we'll tape this one down. So it doesn't pucker. I was originally planning to cover them both, so I didn't pre-cut these. All right, but we're only doing this top one now. And we got to change back to black thread. Should have cut that, but I did not. I had it in my hand and dropped it. All right, black thread right here. See, I'm wondering if I'm supposed to put this thread back up in there. And maybe that's why my thread don't go in there. But I don't want to find out right now. Haven't been doing it all these years. It used to be fine, but as it's getting older, it's just saying it's tired. Cut my thread tail so it doesn't go to the back. So she's celebrating the Saturday after. Okay. Sheila saying, look like I missed something important. Just saw my box in guest room, forgot all about it. Oh girl, please. How come I got two? Cheryl says, thank you because I never received an email. That's why I was adding again. Yolanda says, it's the newsletter only for those who are attending the retreat. Right now, most of the information that's going out is for people with the retreat. I have a separate list for people that are only going to retreat, but I don't think Gail set hers up that way. So I could technically send out a newsletter that's just retreat only. Right now, I'm just sending it all together because I'm doing good to send out one, okay? So it has 90% of the information is for people going to retreats. But like I said, anybody that wants, this is the thing. In the newsletter that went out, you've already gotten two different patterns. Technically, you've got 3 different ways you can make a burrito or hot dog style pillowcase. You also got how to make square and square blocks. You can make a quilt out of that. And then I'm also now talking about the Zoom classes. When it gets time for me to send supply lists for retreat projects, that stuff will not be in the regular newsletter. It'll just be going to the people that are attending retreat. But most of it is just general information, and everybody can learn how to make a square and a square. Everybody can learn how to make a burrito pillowcase or hot dog style pillowcase, and you can also donate one to me by the end of May 2025. Thank you, Francis, for the first one. So that's pretty cool. So I got my first pillowcase today, and the people that are not going to retreat, I asked that you mail yours in by the end of May. For those that are coming to retreat in June, bring them with you so I don't have to tote them all to retreat. I'll bring them all home, all packaged up together, but I don't want to be just carrying them, so that we can have I want everything included in the photos. And so I'm hoping that people that are coming to retreat will just bring their pillowcase with them and donate. And or you have 3 hours on Saturday where you can make a pillowcase from 9 to 12 if you don't, want to use that time, or you can use that time to do something else if you don't need any help. So yeah. So the newsletter is for everybody. I just have different lists within. So a Teaquilts news is for everyone. That email address is teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com. Just put add in the subject and then your first and last name in the body. So yeah. And what else? All right, so now I got to trim this back part because we're not stitching the bottom. So I just stitched this onto the back here. My tape came off. 2 places. And then I want to trim this off. And I got to skip some steps now because, see, now it's a great thing that I didn't take those those cut threads out steps, because we're not doing the bottom one now. It's just in here. Somebody uninvited to the party now. Since it puckered. So we'll have one badge. It's so silly. We'll have one badge. Only got 19 more to go. I have little threads everywhere. All right. Looks really cute, trimmed up. I cut all the extra threads out. And now we're going to skip some steps because we don't need that. I want to make it longer again so that I can, well, go back up to the top, girl. I will stop it and cut my thread tail so that it doesn't go down to the bottom. Come on out of there. It wants to stay. All right. Oh, hold on. Hold up. Let me cut this thread. And back that thing up, okay? Okay. What did I forget to do? Change my bobbin, and I don't even know if I have any wound black. Not right there. Let's see. I'm gonna get all of my cases out to see what I got. No blacks in this one. This is the Brother metal. That's not gonna work. Singer Janome. This might work. Let's see. See if this works. And this thread is about gone. Wasn't even gonna go far. I can't remember. We want a matching thread. We'll see if this stitch out okay. It's all an experiment, and then I need to get the black thread from over there, and I don't think I have any up here. I can't believe I only got one more spool of black. You know, I've been using it for so long. Haven't bought thread in a long time. Cut this. Now we can go. Thank you, Sue, for putting the email address out there for everyone. Read the newsletter because there is a coupon. I wasn't trying to go there. For the month of November on Miss T's website. I do need to add the African Queen pattern, which you can get that on. The only thing that you can't get the 12%, it's not 20, it's 12% off on, is the retreat t-shirt for 2024 and 2025, and that's because of the prices going up on those. And I've already, my problem is that I put stuff out early for retreats, and I'm using prices from 2 years ago, and then when they go up, I have to either pre-buy, or so I'm already got my money locked down, or we're paying higher prices. So I went ahead and ordered 2025 shirt that I've had my money wrapped up into that for the longest. So there's no discount on 2024 because I'm probably going to have to pay more for 2024 t-shirt if enough people order that one, because I only got 3 or 4 of those in stock. I don't have a lot of those, so I'm going to have to order them. And I need an order of 15 in order to do that. And I think we're only at 7 or 8. So I'm going to be sending all of that out for people, making sure I know what t-shirts people need. Cheryl says, thank you, Miss T. Good night, everyone. It's been a long day. One of my grandsons turned 7 today out of 20, laughing out loud. That's awesome. Happy birthday to your grandson. And Sean talking about, yay, just sent the email to join the group. So, like I said, the email would be going out probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm also in the process of, like, there's so many things that I'm working on. I'm taking pictures so I can be adding stuff for website updates so that you can get the African Queen pattern, which I haven't even printed yet, but it won't take much to print those. And African Queen pattern and wool mats and kits that I have in stock. It's whatever I have in stock for the most part, but patterns I can print on the spot, so it's not like they have to be in stock. It's like products that need to be in stock. I sent did you get the notice about retreat? All the information about how to make your signature blocks for retreat, where retreat is located, about how people are going to get to and from train and airport. It was a lot of topics. I can't remember all those topics. Pillowcase patterns was attached. So I've been saying this for weeks. Sue, are you living under a rock? Check your spam folder and see if on November 1st or 2nd, if you got an email from Teaquilts News, because I think you were signed up early. And she talking about, yes, I am living under a rock. Good night, Vivian. That's why I'm telling you all, you might need to check your spam folders for Teaquilts News and then add that as a contact in your email system. And Sivarita says, wow, I have missed a lot. So, yeah. Woo! You can use the discount for if you order 2022 shirts, because I got plenty of those in stock. I don't have to order those if I got your size, because I'm gonna send out I don't even know why I even mentioned my daughter. She's the only one that wears a small. But I don't have, like I don't think I have small or medium in 2022. But I have large, XL, up to 4XL probably. At least one 4XL. So I got a lot of shirts. I may or may not have them in your size. In order for me to order those shirts, I have to have a minimum of 15. I could order one shirt, but then one shirt would cost about, I don't know, $25 to make and another $15 to ship it. So it'd be like 40 bucks for a shirt. I'm like, we're not trying to do that. Okay, so we're gonna close this. Say return. Okay. So we got this one because our second one puckered, and we're not doing that. And that was because I didn't lay the fabric down and pay attention to it. I was worried about the bottom fabric getting caught in the top fabric, and then I didn't watch the fabric and it puckered. So it's totally my fault, not the machine's fault. Okay. So this one, I don't know why I don't have rubber closures on these, so I have to use my hoop screwdriver when that happens. All right, this one here, pull up another one. Just want to use regular bobbin thread now because it's not going to show. So we just take that one out. Pull up a white one. I guess I'm going to have to start watching some television in here so I can start running these badges through. Okay. Right there. I want to go home because we want to do embroidery edit, because even though our next badges are not, they weren't together in the hoop, but I'm going to pull two of them up anyway and just stitch them one after the next. So we need a net again because it did not work out as planned. And we want to move it up. I didn't. Just want to move you up. Okay, up some more. And then we want to add set. And then go to sewing. All right. right, so so I got some little connecting threads to cut. So this is the badge here. This one trying to make me angry. I'm gonna throw all of that away so we don't have to look at it. And this here with a piece of tape. Sue says, I don't know where to find the spam mail. Look for junk folder or spam. It would be called junk or spam, I think, in most apps. Like you have an inbox, you have a sent mail, drafts, and if you got any personal ones, you got that too, but that's a whole nother issue, so we know you don't have that. Okay, whoops. I pressed it down and then moved it right back up. I don't even have a piece of fabric. I'm over here in La La Land reading chats. T, what is your website address? www.teaquilts.com, but there is no code over there. It's for the newsletter people. Okay, I just need to take this off because I just need one right now. Black fabric hit the floor, that's okay. Sue, check promotions if you have that folder too. Sue don't know where to look. But I could have sworn that Sue was one of the first people that signed up. So she should have gotten that email, but I'm not sure because I didn't actually hit send on it, and it wasn't even sent to me. I had to tell her to send it back to me today because I needed it so that I could resend it out because she didn't have my name in there. And then she deleted it. So we had to, this is a learning experience for both of us. She's one of those people that have a neat mailbox, and I have a mailbox that has 20,000 emails in it because I need documentation. I verify when people pay retreats. That's the type of stuff that I do. I go back and I search for your name, and then I look for it that way. So I make mistakes. Other people make mistakes. And so emails are my verification. So, but she doesn't use it that way. And so she was trying to keep a nice, neat inbox for sure with limited amount of stuff. So we've been setting up folders so we can pull stuff over into the folders. But it's like I can't have it be deleted. Otherwise, I can't use this. It can't be deleted. I need it for verification purposes. Because you imagine if I didn't have it, I would have to retype that whole thing over again. It's like, OMG, I don't even have it. Only thing that I had was a paper copy, because I was doing my proofreading on it. But yeah, this thing does not like sitting on top of glitter. I can tell you that. This little glitter fabric. center. I am going to take you out. I don't like pulling out the big hoop when it's all the way at the bottom. It barely gives me enough room to do that. What I want to do is find center. So, or thereabouts, you know. So, I know where to put my stuff, my fabric. And I'm just guessing. Let's see, what's the total size of this? It's about 2 3/8. Of course it would be. So it's about 1.5. About right there. About 1.5. This is about center. I'm trying to get it right in the middle for center. It's almost 2.5, but not quite. Right here. All right. If I just used a smaller hoop and I got the hoop markings I can use, but no, I'm trying to save stabilizer. It's like, girl. All right. Tape. We only need to tape the top. Well, that's what I did at the other one and it puckered, so we're not doing that. Get some more tape. Saving on tape. Now I remember why it puckered. We didn't put tension on it. All right. No more of that. And then I have to work it back into this little tight area. And this is the brother hoop. It's a little bit tight on this baby lock. All right. Sue says, I'm going to work tomorrow. I asked one of the kids. Girl. She says, I got the one about Zoom. I got the one from Gail confirming the ask. So maybe you just did it then, because see, there's no way for me to check it because it's been deleted. Ah, okay. So Ingrid sent me an email. That's why I couldn't find it in Zoom, because I'm in the emails now. Let me go over here to the Teaquilts news group, which I hardly ever go into. I see Liz and Suzette and Shalandra, Yolanda, Cheryl again, and Phyllis. Was 2 hours ago. So yeah, that I haven't been in that email. So all of those people need to be added. So I'm gonna put a star by everybody but Cheryl. And then I'm gonna, I don't know if I can check a list on my phone. Like, I normally do all of this on my desktop. I don't see where I can check list. I can try to let's see. Let me search for Sue. See when she got in here. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, she sent it on September 7th, so you should have gotten the first newsletter. The only reason you wouldn't get it, Gail is using Google Documents, and so she's transferring the information over to there, making her own list. I have my list still in Yahoo. And so I'm building my list over there. So we're using two different lists. So you may or may not be on Gail's list. So if you don't see it, you need to let me know. But I'll be sending out the next one. The one that's coming out on Monday or Tuesday. Probably Monday, I'm hoping. Because I got to make cut instructions for the Zoom class. So that's why I'm waiting to send it. I'm just building everything that I need, and I haven't done the Zoom stuff yet because I'm still working on the newsletter. That newsletter don't need Zoom to go out. I needed some other stuff for retreat, which took me, of course, longer than I thought. And then let me check this spam and see if I got a spam folder here. There is a person in spam from 2 days ago, but I think I added her. But I will put a star by it just to check and tell it that it's not spam. Move it to the inbox. I think I added her. There is no way. Let me see if I can. I have to, like, in order for me to check somebody like Cheryl. Yeah, see, it comes up now. Because you've got 814 at the end. And then I'm going to take her out and put this one that was in spam. Yeah, so hers popped up. So she's in there because I thought I remembered her name. So Cheryl, I didn't put yours back in. And let me check, see if Liz, because I don't know if I had her or not. Yeah, Liz Wilson is already in there. Ends in 060. So I'm going to take the star off of that. So maybe what's happening is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I can download my list. I'm going to download my list and then send it to Gail in an Excel sheet so that she can double check what she has to my list. So that way we're both having the same information. Okay, so I just took Liz off because I think she looks like she's already on there, but I'll double check too. When I went to type, if I type a name and your name automatically populates, that means you've been added as a contact. So if you're not added as a contact, then it won't show up. So for those of you that have subscribed, and if you don't get an email from me Monday or Tuesday, on Wednesday, send and say you didn't get the email. But don't waste our time, please. Please check your junk folder and all of that first, because now we're dealing with people on an individual basis for a job that should have been just sent to a group. So make sure that you're checking your junk folders, your spam folders, your inbox to make sure that you're getting it. Good night, Darcy. Good night, Francis. Okay. Sean is saying that Shalandra is her, so thank you. Pamela, Ebel. Is that how you say your name? Ebel? Is it pronounced like the B-L-E is all together instead of separated by B-E-L? Linda says, oh, I sent $5 to you via Zelle, but I forgot to place Zoom in the message. Via Zelle. Okay, let me see. Nope, I don't see it. Hold on. And I got all, this list was populated at 5 o'clock this morning, so I haven't updated it. So let me check all of that. Go back to my regular email. Let me search for Linda. I saw your email about having questions, but I never saw the other part. Let me search again, just plain Linda, because that took me back to 1923. Linda. Okay. No, I want to search. I don't want to send a message. Search for Linda. 4 hours ago, and then 11/7. Let me go in my I'm going in my bank app, because I don't know. Okay, go in here where Zelle's connected and view more transactions. I see Donette and I see Tracy. I don't see any other Zelles in here since Wednesday. So I don't have it, Linda. Maybe you typed the wrong email address. It's teaquilts@teaquilts.com. You all are getting the newsletter email mixed up with my personal email address. My personal email address for business purposes is teaquilts@teaquilts.com. All of my stuff is hooked up with that. So it's just probably sitting out in la la land. So it's not going to go anywhere, because there is no affiliation with teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com. That's not my email address. I've been trying to be really clear with that. I don't even own that email address. Gail owns that email address. And it's because I was having issues with sending emails. I can see everybody's emails if you send them to me, but when I reply to you, only about 10% of my emails are being received by people. I have no idea what's the problem with that. I've been using Yahoo for umpteen years, and now all of a sudden this year I'm having issues with my Yahoo Mail. I don't even own Teaquilts News, so I seriously doubt that Gail has that hooked up with her bank accounts anywhere, because it wouldn't make sense for her to do that. So that $5 is just sitting out in space. This is strictly just so that I can communicate to people about retreats and all of that under somebody else's name, because apparently something's wrong with my stuff that it's not going out. So I don't fully understand that, but I don't see where I've gotten a Zelle from you. The 13th was the day that we talked about it, and Donette's came through right away. She was the first person that paid via Zelle. And I can check close all. I can check and make sure it's not CashApp. The technical stuff, right? Because I haven't been in CashApp. Sometimes CashApp will give me notification, and sometimes they do not. I got Lana and Phyllis, G, Deborah, Evelyn. Trying to make sure I got everybody on this list. See, Evelyn is not there. And I'm going to put an asterisk so I know this is where I start. I remember adding her to the list, but she's not there. Francis is on here. Kimberly. Ken. Bonita. And then I've got Sheila, Carla, Rose, Vivian. And Tracy sent hers. I talked about that one already. So I only missed one, was Evelyn. And then I don't think anybody, let me make sure. Somebody may have sent the Vimo just when we were live. That was Ingrid. She's so sweet. She don't send $10 instead of $5. So yeah, so I have Ingrid. So that's what I have. Okay, that's what I thought. Abel. Okay. It sounds like Abel. Pamela Abel. Or Ebel. See, I heard it pronounced Ebel as yeah, Ebel. Technology is the reason my favorite machine is 100-year-old treadle. Girl, don't you start. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. See how distracting I get? It's like I do one thing, forget about, you know, I got to feed this machine over here. So she says it's able. Okay. I just find it interesting how stuff changes from how they taught us how to pronounce stuff in school. You know, especially with names. Zoom is $5 for December 8th. And then there'll be another date also that $5 include, where we're going to be sewing on squares, using up our squares in our stash. And more information is shown in Wednesday's live chat. So look at Wednesday's live chat because I showed the block. I don't have the block here. Sue talking about thank you for your patience, Miss T. Hey, I'm having issues with technology myself, so I fully understand. I got this table here, so I'm kind of blocked in, so I can't go around the corner where I have the blocks located. But I showed all of that on Wednesday. And it's called, I think I was saying, sharing a few projects with you. That's the name of the video. Sinus is acting up again. Teaquilts at teaquilts.com. That's for Linda, who's asking for what address for to send Zoom payment via Zelle. So that's what you're looking for. I just put it down in the chat. Teaquilts News at yahoo.com is only for information. It is not my business email address. It's because Gail was kind enough, came to me and said, I'll set up something and we'll see if Yahoo will work the other way. And I'm just added on as somebody that can go in and send emails, look at emails. So I'm not in that email every day. I go in there really once a week, unless I got something going on. Like now I'm telling you all to send stuff, and then I set up the email list for the Zoom class for the people that have paid. So every time I get the payments, I just go in, or I'll make a list, because that's why I have a list, and then I check off when I put people into the. You're also going into that newsletter list so that you can receive information, because if I send the Zelle link from my Teaquilts at teaquilts.com, you may or may not get it. Some of them go out, some of them don't. I have no control over it. So that's why I'm switching over to just using it, especially for bulk email. So if you ever don't hear from me, know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm not responding to you. I've tried probably twice, because sometimes now I've been sending stuff from my private email as well as sending it from the Teaquilts news email, just so that I can send it twice and hope one of them go through. So I don't know what the issue is. I've had this issue all of 2024 thus far, and I have no solution to the issue. I've tried everything. I've reset my computer. I've gone through phones trying to see if there was any type of virus attached. I have Googled everything. I've tried everything the people in the Google has been telling me, and nothing so far has worked. Nothing but a lot of waste of my time. That's all that's been successful. And with Zoom, I'm going to just talking about Zoom a little bit, about what's happening with Zoom. Starting Zoom back up. I was originally going to wait till January to do that, but I thought maybe go ahead and do it now, because a lot of people take vacations during the holidays, and then it'll give us times that we can sew together as well. So that's why I went ahead and started the Zoom. I have a in-person scrap quilting club that meets once a month, and I thought maybe I've been having some of my subscribers asking me about having an online scrap quilting club, and I don't think that I'm like interested in that so much as maybe just doing some scrap projects over on the Zoom, and then just charging some kind of nominal fee for that. Not a whole lot, because I'm not going to be doing like major patterns or anything like that. And if I do use, like with my scrap quilting club, we try to use either things I find online or photos, and sometimes I might send you something that's just going to be electric quilt cut instructions, and that's it, because I'm not charging you for patterns. If I have to sit down and write a pattern, you're going to be paying $15, because it takes time to write patterns, and I don't have time for that. And I also, when I do patterns, then I'm also sending them out in ink. I do not do any PDF patterns, because I print all of my patterns out on my, what is it called? Laser printer. And I try, paper has been changing lately, so I'm having issues with paper, but I try to use a better quality of paper. Sometimes I'm successful and sometimes I'm not, but I always use laser ink. So if it gets wet, spilled, it's just a good crisp ink. It shows up better. So I don't do PDF patterns. All my patterns are mail out patterns. So then you've got to pay an extra couple dollars to get it mailed. So I don't want to do patterns per se. Every once in a while, because we are going to end up doing my exploding star pattern eventually. And you will need a pattern in order to do that. But I'm working up to that, because I didn't want to come in and start with a gazillion pieces and scare all the people that are new to quilting. So, but that's what my goal is. I want to do the exploding star quilt with people on the Zooms and chats, and then we'll have, that one's going to be like 4 to 5 sessions on that one. It's going to be something involved. So I'm working my way up to that. Linda says she just received it. I don't know what it is. Like received. Hold on. Okay. If you want to be added to the newsletter list, send add information to teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com. That's a whole thing that's just for email for the newsletter. And then over there, we're also sending out information about retreats. Scrap Quilting Club is going to be over there as well. And then my Zoom classes. Over here, I think somebody just sent, I'm not going to say your name, just sent it to teaquilts@teaquilts.com. That's my personal email address, my business email, but that's not the newsletter. So make sure you send it to teaquiltsnews@yahoo.com. That's the account that Gail has, and then she'll make sure she adds you to her list, and then I'll go in and add you to my list. So I just want to make sure, wait a minute, I'm in the right group. So that person did it, right? Hold on, I just got notification on my personal one. So yeah, somebody else just did it. And so that's why you need to make sure that you're sending it to the right account so you can get into the right place. Because I would have to copy and paste your emails, then trying to remember when I get over there how to spell your names. And I don't have time for that. I be going back and forth. So I didn't even put my friends in there. They missed an email I sent out. They realized that I did not add them in. I did not, because I have enough trying to keep up with all of my email addresses at this point. So yeah, I did not do it. So yeah, if you're sending me something personal, especially knowing that that email account belongs to Gail, if you don't want somebody else to see it, you might want to send it to my personal email account and take the chance that you may or may not get a response, but know that I did get it. Okay. So, and I have been seeing orders for t-shirts, because they're ordering somebody ordered their state quilters t-shirts. Somebody's ordered their state quilter t-shirts, and I see all of that, and I'm going to put all of that on the t-shirt list so that you know that I got your information when I send out that information, so you'll see it. But yeah. Which account am I in now? Hold on. I'm in my personal. Ingrid, I did respond to you about retreat gifts and stuff like that, but I don't know if you got that. But I did respond. Trying to make sure I haven't ignored anybody. Let's see. Uh-oh, I forgot Gwen. Let's see. And I don't... I'm trying to find Linda, so I'm still don't see Linda. That's what I'm trying to find, and I don't see it. Linda saying that she saw it or something like that. Okay, so let me go back to my... I'm trying to answer all these questions before I get off the live, so sorry for the people that could care less. But this is, you know, part of this is because I'm having issues with my own personal email. But, and like I said, trying to make sure that people understand, if you want Teaquilts, you want to send it to Teaquilts@teaquilts.com. You can even send it to T@teaquilts.com. That's still my personal. If you are sending it to Teaquilts News, wanting to send me something private or send me something you want me to look at, I may not go over there for a week. Okay? But if you send it to my other email, I will see it at least, and then I can work on it. If you're making purchases, it comes to my private email. If it's something you don't want Gail to see, not that Gail would do anything with that information, but if it's something that you don't want Gail to see, then that's not the place you want to send it to. Go back into here because they, you know, they'll take a minute, a little bit to send that information that I got a Zelle. So I'm just going back to check to make sure Linda is right before we get off of here. And then I can add her to the list. See, it's right there. It just takes a minute to get email confirmation. So I'm writing you down right now. All right, thank you, Linda. Because it takes them a minute to send emails and follow up to stuff like that. I think like with banking and even like CashApp, stuff like that, I think they want to go through and make sure they got the money in hand before they go and say, okay, you got it. So I got 4 people I'm going to be adding. That's Evelyn, Ingrid, Tinanyi, Linda. I'll be adding you. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Oh, thank you. I got my knee lift today. So I'm gonna try it. I have to go, it's in my card making room, which I have not been in an eon, and it's like buried in there. So I gotta go in there and get it, and then I'm gonna put it on the shelf. It's not going back in there because I don't want to do that again. But yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And I'll be sending you something in the mail. I'll send you a package as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much. Lana saying, Miss T, have you received? Yeah, I called your name. I have 18 people, I think. Well, I got my name on the list because I have to send it to myself in order for it to go to my private email. So when I send this in Teaquilts News, I also have to put myself in there, because if I don't, I won't have any information. It'll be all over in the other group that doesn't belong to me. Teaquilts News does not belong to Teaquilts. It's not owned by Teaquilts. So in order for information to go through, that's where you want to go, so you get on the list. And then I go in there and I make my own list, but I have to also send myself stuff so that I can get it in my personal account as well, because that's where I'm mostly working with stuff. So yeah, so cool. Everything's fine. She talking about yay in her makeshift box. I got a thing that you can like perforate boxes and like resize them, because I was having that issue with me sending stuff. It's like box way too big, or you know, of course it's not too small if it needs to be sized. So I bought me one of those box things where you can resize boxes and stuff, because I was trying to use a X-Acto knife and it was sometimes cut and then cut through or tear because it wasn't really perforating. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to use it, because now that I have it, I haven't had a box that I had to resize. That's how things work, right? But yeah, so looking forward to that. I am going to go ahead and get off of here. We're like 11 minutes over. I'm gonna guess finish this at some point. For I think it was a Nets we were trying to make, a Nets name badge. So we're gonna get that finished, and I'm gonna get off of here. So I will see you all Wednesday. Yeah, it's not anything special. No special day on Wednesday that I'm aware of. It could be somebody's birthday. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I appreciate everybody coming in here. We only got one badge tonight officially, because my second badge puckered, so I stopped making it. But Sean, your badge is ready. So we're making a Nets badge next. And I got to do, I'm not even worried about it right now. All I'm doing is the fronts, and then I'll worry about all the cleanup and all of that stuff later. So right now I'm just doing the badge fronts. These badges are recycled every year. And so you just write your dates on the back, and then you'll get a star for every year that you attend. I got mine locked on like somebody trying to steal it. But you get a star for every year. You can put them anywhere you want. People have been putting them all over their bed, so you can put it wherever you want. And if you attended 2022 retreat but didn't come in 2024, I owe you a star for 2022. And yeah, isn't this fun? I will be putting this up. So you all stay blessed. Be safe, everyone, and quilt out. And I'm going to sleep. Okay, get some sleep I need. Good night.